rotate your phone. Hello, hello. I hope that you can see me. I hope that you can hear me. It's Fiona Kennedy here in the kitchen with Roxy Rose. She's the only one who's interested in my kitchen concert tonight. Oh, Bridget might come and join me. Come on, Bridget. Come on, come on, come on. Good girl. No, she's not interested. My husband is vaguely interested. My son is vaguely interested. Can you hear me? That's the question. Am I upside down? Let me look. Bring them on camera. Karen Riley is watching, Doreen Wood and Mary Ann Barbucci. So you can, and Maureen Baker. So I probably have to read you sideways. But I also wanted to say hello to Fred and Kathleen Duncan. Great friends, and I know that they're watching this evening, and I know that they've been watching while they're away. And we just want to cheer a few people up every Monday about 6 o'clock. So thank you so much for joining me. Come on, dogs. Come and show a bit of interest. I mean, come on, come on, come on, Bridget. Be my pal. Come on. Come. There you go. There you go. Well, she's being a bit camera shy. There we go. She's our old girl. She's must be nearly 20, I think, but she's getting a wee bit deaf now, which is probably good. Well, you're all really very punctual. Thank you again for joining me here in Aberdeenshire. Many of you will know that Aberdeen has had a very rough time this last week. There was the most tragic train crash, and our hearts go out to all the families involved, and just a terrible thing to happen just beside Stonehaven. And we had landslides and floods and terrible weather, and of course Aberdeen city itself is back in lockdown. So challenging times, and music hopefully, and a few songs from me. I have no accompaniment this week because all my pals, the musicians, live in Aberdeen, so they can't come out. We live beyond the 5-mile limit. So I'm on my own. I've got with me, or beside me, I'm reverting to my old school programs, and also children's television programs that I used to do. So I've got wooden spoon, I've got hammer. You'll know what that's about in a minute. What else have I got? I don't have a bell, but I thought perhaps that I'd kick off today with a song that dates back to the early 40s. It was written by Pete Seeger, legendary singer, songwriter, performer, activist, an amazing individual. Together with Lee Hayes, they wrote If I Had a Hammer. If that isn't a terrible link, I don't know what is. Forgive me, any percussionists that might be watching, but I'm hoping that you at home are going to join me. My husband is looking completely bewildered. He's just very relieved that I haven't given him a bowl and a wooden spoon to sing along. But you know this song, I'm sure you do. And for the young ones who don't, it is a metaphor for justice and freedom and love and all the more important things. And I know what you're going to tell me, Francis. Trini Lopez.
Died last week.
Trini Lopez made it very famous. His name was Trinidad Lopez III, and he very sadly died last week after a phenomenal career where he sang Lemon Tree, very pretty, and he sang this song. He sang so many songs, and we used to have them on our old record player at home, and I used to sing this at family gatherings. So you ready? Are you ready? No, nobody's interested. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out warning, I'd hammer out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, ooh, if I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, ooh, if I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out warning, I'd sing out the love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, ooh. Now I've got a hammer and I've got a bell, and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. It's the hammer of justice, it's the bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can sing the last note. Ooh. Yeah. Am I completely bonkers, or are you even more bonkers for watching this rubbish? I mean, what can I say? Am I upside down? I can't even see, because I can see that the writing is to the side. Are you watching me upside down? Have you turned your phones? Let me see. Oh, Robert and Mary Wilson, hello. Gillian McLeod is watching. Linda Milne, great stuff. Linda Ilsa's watching. Am I the right way up? Are you the right way up? Excellent. Kathy McManus, yes I am. Thank you for letting me know, because as you know, I'm doing this by myself, technically speaking completely useless. However, I also want to say a few hellos to some friends. I want to say hello to Amy Curland, who every evening does Music City Sings from Nashville, Tennessee, and she sings with lovely friends of mine, Joy Newby, and Lynn Newman is watching, and I'm trying to think, Kay Williams. They were recently doing something all together that was a Johnny Cash song. They're doing Music City Sings at 6. It's hilarious. They dress up, they sing songs, they cheer you up. It's one of the best things that could possibly happen during lockdown. And Verlin Thompson, amazing singer-songwriter, he also was watching as I was and saying, well, if there's something good that comes out of lockdown, it's got to be Music City Sings, and they're just great. So well done, Amy, and hi to my friend Lydia in Nashville as well. As you know, people watch this from all over the world, and it's the wonders of technology and just my little phone, and that's about it. Dogs chewing, Francis watching something on the TV. Let me just see who else is watching sideways. Anne Richardson, hi Anne. Kirstine, greetings from Andrew, Kirstine, Santa and Sam. They're all together in the new house, waiting to be allowed to get out and come and visit you. So I'm so happy that you're watching. And also Craig Wilson, who's just done his Eat on the Green. Lindia Mayer watches every week. She's got magic hands. My dear friend from school, Susanna Pearman Bradley, known to me as Susie Wong. She's in Sydney, Australia. Ed Crozier. Let me see. Yvonne Malcolm. Hi, Yvonne. Nice that you're watching. Sorry I'm looking at this upside down, but hey-ho. I then thought, because of Pete Seeger, and it's amazing the way the world connects. Yvonne Malcolm's husband, Callum, is the most amazing producer, and he's produced most of my albums over the years, and they've become great friends. And he then introduced me to Callum McCall, who is Pete Seeger's nephew, and Callum is son of the great Peggy Seeger, who's still on the road, still entertaining, an inspirational lady. And of course, Callum Malcolm, he also produces Peggy Seeger. So it's just fantastic. And then when I was chatting with Francis the other day, he was saying, did you see that sadly Trini Lopez had died? And one of his great songs, of course, was If I Had a Hammer. So that's the reasoning today, to sort of pay tribute to the great singer-songwriters like Pete Seeger and so many others, Ewan MacColl, Woody Guthrie. So I thought I might keep stateside and sing a Woody Guthrie song. First sang this actually in the Kist at Oran Moor, and it really tells the story of how hard it was to work your way around the country, working on the land, and the challenges of working on the land. It was written in 1941, and it describes the travels and the dignity of the migrant workers in North America, and it's evocative of the world described in John Steinbeck's The Grapes of Wrath. The tune is actually based on an Old English folk song, so it was known as Pretty Polly. And then as music travels in the most phenomenal way, it then became very well known in the sort of Appalachian area, and a lot of people would sing it. But it was really Woody Guthrie that made it very famous, and also brought to light the hardship that so many migrant workers faced. Here we go. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hands have hoed. My poor feet have travelled a hot, dusty road. Out of your dust bowl and westward we rode, and your deserts were hot and your mountains were cold. I worked on your orchards of peaches and prunes. I slept on the ground by the light of the moon. On the edge of the city you'll see us, and then we come with the dust and we go with the wind. California, Arizona, I harvest your crops. Well, it's north up to Oregon to harvest your crops. Take the beets from your ground, cut the grapes from your vine, to set on the table your fine sparkling wine. Green pastures aplenty from dry desert ground, from the Grand Coulee Dam where the waters run down. Every state in the Union us migrants have been. We'll work in this fight and we'll fight till we win. It's always we rambled that river and I, all along your green valley I'll work till I die. My land I'll defend with my life if it be, 'cause my pastures of plenty must always be free. Woody Guthrie. Oh, nearly a round of applause for my husband. You could make a bit more of an effort, like. He's smiling, but you know, he's not that enthusiastic. I mean, I'm going to see who is enthusiastic here. Sheena MacDonald, hello. John Youngson, hello. Kathy, who is, where are you from? You're sideways, depends on your point of view. Well, I'm sideways, but you're okay. Joyce Young, hello. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Maurice. Loving your kitchen concerts, Fiona. Thank you, Joyce. Joyce is a good friend, and Joyce, check Joyce out. The most amazing designer, bespoke dresses for not just special occasions, beautiful everyday wear, but specializes in stunning bridal outfits. I mean, I've actually thought of getting married again just to wear one of Joyce's dresses. What do you think about that, Francis?
Great idea. Who is he?
Great idea, he said. Who is he? I mean, what is it? What was that old saying about, that you sometimes say to me about if you still...
No. If I was to lose all my money, would you still love me?
Okay, hang on. This is one of Francis' joke. If I was to lose all my money, would you still love me? And I said, I'll always love you, darling, but I would miss you. What was the other thing we threatened to do? We threatened to get married again. We went to Las Vegas with the kids, and we thought, if they don't behave, what's the worst threat that we could do? So we said, if they were drinking underage, i.e. under 21, and 2 of them were under 21, that we would go to the Elvis Chapel and get married again and make them sort of bridesmaids and groomsmen and all that jazz. Well, they were so horrified about that idea that they didn't do it. We didn't get married again, but I'm up for a new wedding dress. I'm up for any new dress, frankly, as I'm sure most ladies out there are. Other than ordering online, I mean, what can we do? Let me say hello to a few more people. David Gurley, hello David. And Linda Milne. So I'm going to sing a song because we started off with Pete Seeger, moved on to Woody Guthrie, amazing singer-songwriters. I thought we'd go back to Burns' time and to something... Darling, would you mind putting the TV off? Well, I'm doing my kitchen concert. I mean, he's not even facing me, people. I mean, he's actually, I've got a good mind to turn around the camera. He's got the TV on silent, watching the pictures rather than joining in here. I was going to sing a Robert Burns song because he collected amazing songs. He wrote beautiful words. He was a man of the land, like Woody Guthrie, a man of the people. He cared about the people and the land, like Woody Guthrie, like Pete Seeger, and, Burns rode around as an excise man 200 miles every week for his day job, as it were. But as far as I know, he only went to the Highlands a few times, but it was enough for him to write this song. Are you listening, Francis? My heart's in the Highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the Highlands, a-chasing the deer, a-chasing the wild deer, and following the roe. My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. Farewell to the Highlands, farewell to the north, the country of valor, the country of worth. Wherever I wander, wherever I roam, my heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. My heart's in the Highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the Highlands, a-chasing the deer, a-chasing the My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. Farewell to the mountains, high covered with snow. Farewell to the straths and the valleys below. Farewell to the forests and wild hanging woods. Farewell to the torrents and loud pouring floods. My heart's in the Highlands, my heart is not here. My heart's in the Highlands, a-chasing the deer, a-chasing the wild deer, and following the road. My heart's in the Highlands, wherever I go. Thank you for that amazing Evasion. I have to say, living on the east coast of Scotland versus the west coast of Scotland, I may be completely biased, but for me, the west is the best. West, I mean, it's just majestic and amazing. The Eastie Beasties aren't bad. I mean, as you can see, they're hugely enthusiastic. I've got a new idea, Francis. Instead of getting married again, we could renew our vows.
Yep.
Or how about reviewing our vows? I've got a few things I'd quite like to review. Saying nothing. Saying nothing. Let me say hello to a few more people. Sideways. Marie Spate. Classic tune. Oh, a Gaelic tune, not a classic tune. I also can't see. Okay, I'll do a Gaelic tune now. And Kathy McManus and Linda Milne and Anne Richardson. Oh, thank you, ladies. Thank you for your support. That's great. So a Gaelic tune. Okay, why don't I do something that my dad used to do? Many of you will know in Scotland, but many of you abroad probably don't know this. Walking songs, mouth music, traditionally, ladies would sit at long tables and soften the cloth, the Harris tweed, and walking songs traditionally would be fairly rhythmical, and often they were nonsense. Some songs were just about a man being chucked in the river, or about a stupid plate of porridge, or it could actually be anything. But it was really to kind of keep the spirits up, and they could be different rhythms. So my dad used to often sing medleys of Gaelic songs, and here would be one of his medleys for the Gaelic lovers of this world. Let me think. Vichgurlin umbrathach banner, Vichgurlin umbrathach banner, Vichgurlin umbrathach banner, Conna mi da longer sale, Ilian becco el oro, Ilian becco el oro, Ilian becco el oro, Huarenyo huawela, Conna mi da longer sale, Conna mi da longer sale, Conna mi da longer sale, pastur or slagran ereket, Ilian becco el oro, Ilian becco el oro, Ilian becco el oro, Huarenyo huawela, rock along, tan along, rock along the Suan, rock along, tan along, rock along the Suan, rock along, tan along, rock along the Suan, rock broken lamb, she down the lamb, she broken lamb the Sue, and broken dana, broken down the Sue, and broken dana, broken down the Sue, and broken dana, broken down the Sue, and broken lamb, she down the lamb, she broken lamb the Sue, and broken lamb, tana lamb, broken lamb the Sue, and broken lamb, tana lamb, broken lamb the Sue, and broken lamb, tana lamb, broken lamb the Sue, and broken lamb, she down the lamb, she broken lamb the Sue, and broken tana, broken down the Sue, and broken tana, broken down the Sue, and broken tana, broken down the Sue, and broken lamb, she down the lamb, she broken lamb the Sue, and Vikerlen brat och banne, Vikerlen brat och banne, Vikerlen brat och banne, hon har middag långer sale, iljen becco el oro, iljen becco el oro, iljen becco el oro, huaren yo huo ele, iljen becco il oro. No applause from over there, so I'll just applaud myself. The dogs have left me. I didn't even accompany myself with my wooden spoon. If I had a hammer, well, you know, that might come in useful later. Let me see who else is speaking to me. Hello, Elma Wood. Lovely to see you. I can't see you, but lovely to know that you're there. And Liz Petrie is watching. Excellent. I'm hoping that I'm not making my sister Kirstine cry, because every week she and Andrew cry in France. Now, I don't know whether it's because of the quality of my singing or whether it's just that they're feeling a little bit homesick and that they want to come and live in Ballater, which of course is my idea, but they haven't taken me up on that. They seem to have bought a house with a pool. Can't think why when we have such good weather here. Ina Stewart. Hello, Ina. Lovely. It's just great that you're all watching. How are we doing? Yes, I'm going to sing one more song before I go. I thought we've done Pete Seeger, Woody Guthrie, we've done a bit of Gaelic, we've done a bit of Robert Burns. So I thought, now Francis, you're going to have to join me with this one because this was your request. He's looking completely disinterested. Will you join me at home? You just have to do, oh... Let me see who else. Gail, hello Gail Smallman, Nanny Gail. We missed you, Nanny Gail. Hello. Anne Margaret from school days, old Westbourne school days. Anne Margaret Gregg, as I knew her. Lovely Anne Margaret. Hi, Anne. And, oh, Linda Milne. Hello, Linda. You're Michael Barnett. Michael, you're not allowed to come to Aberdeen and come and play the piano, are you? You've been playing outside. Will you come, Michael? I'm formally asking you live on Facebook and YouTube and whatever to come and play in my kitchen. Let's see if he answers. I'm sideways, Michael. Brian Innes. Oh, Dorothea. I could settle in Edinburgh any day if you were Scottish in Edinburgh. Oh, I'm not. Gail. Hi, Oma Fifi. Thank you. Anyway, Michael Barnett, please come and play. He's a sensational piano player, and I know that Michael's regularly doing concerts and things to keep people happy outside, like we're all trying to do. So I could have done with some accompaniment today, but rather than do nothing, I thought there are some loyal, happy people out there who don't mind me sitting, wittering away about nothing very much, except I'm going to finish with Charlie Is My Darling. So I'm just going to imagine all of you at home going, oh, when I say so. I'm expecting Francis to join in. I can try. 'Twas on a Monday morning, right early in the year, that Charlie came to Urtoon, the young Chevalier. Oh, you can go, oh, I want you to go, oh. Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, the young Chevalier. As he was walking down the street, the city for to view, oh, there he saw a bonny lass, the windy peeking through. Oh, Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, the young chevalier. Say light, he jumped up the stair and tirled on the pin, and was he ready at as hersel to let the laddie in. Oh, let me hear. Oh, she was being a little bit forward, I feel. Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, the young chevalier. He set his Jenny on his knee, all in his Highland dress, and brawly weel he kent the way to treat a bonny lass. Oh, she's being very forward now. Let me hear you go. Ooh, Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, the young chevalier. It's up yon heathery mountain and down yon scroggy glen. We darna gang a milking for Charlie and his men. Oh, oh, let me hear you sing it at home. Oh, Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling, the young chevalier again. Charlie is my darling, my darling, my darling. Charlie is my darling. Are you ready for the big finish, everybody? I hope you're going to join in the high note. The young chevalier. You ready? Complete silence. I mean, it's lonely in this kitchen. What can I tell you? Last week I was able to sing with my beautiful granddaughter Genevieve, who was just gorgeous, and I'm missing Genevieve, Vivian and Sterling. So next week I thought I might, because I'm hopefully having Irene Watt come to play with me, because she lives within Aberdeenshire, so she's only 2 fields away, so she's allowed. So she's going to come and play the clarsach. So I thought maybe next week I'd do some children's lullabies and things. But I would love if you send me requests, just send them through Facebook or whatever, because I just want to sing songs that you all like. So let me just say before I go, oh, thank you, Elma, for that lovely... Karen, hello, absolutely fabulous. Mike thinks so too. Well, good friends are good friends. Thank you for watching and sticking with this. Anne Houston, dear friend from Albine School for Girls. I went to 7 schools, but only 2 really that I really have my dear friends from, and that's Anne and Sue and Aunt Margaret. And Kathleen Duncan, another great kitchen concert. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah to you and Fred and all the family. John Youngson. Brian Morrison is watching, darling. Hi, Brian. Thank you for watching. That's the only time Francis actually smiled. Hi, Brian. And Anne Richardson. And thank you for another great night. Oh, listen, thank you for your lovely messages, because next week I'm going to do something with Irene Watt. I'm hoping to persuade my Uncle Alistair Gillis to come when they're allowed to come up into Aberdeen to do something with me. And Neil Burse and Neil's elders, all my lovely friends who routinely come and play in the kitchen. And I just want to say thank you very much again for joining me. And I may go and have a little libation, a little sparkling something. I'll say au revoir to Les Frew and Robert and Mary Wilson and Isabel Foley. It's just so lovely to have you all join me, and thank you for all these love hearts, and keep upbeat, keep singing, join in. We're all bonkers, what can I say? And happy days will come soon again with a fair wind. Thanks again, and we'll see you next Monday. Let me see if I can switch this off now. Oh, Anne, Finn, I'm loving your figs. I'm loving all of your food things. Check out Anfin de Leafs, if I say it properly. Ian Stewart, what's with the Harry Potter look? Look, I think they're rather cool glasses, Ian. Floran Reed is watching. Hello, you're up in the Black Isle. So I'm sorry if I've missed out some people because I'm going sideways. I'm going to have to try and figure out how to do this next week. Lindia Mayer, we're painting flats. Please say hello to our Eric for helping get up with the beautiful fence. We are loving it. Oh, well, thank you to Eric. And Doreen Wood. Hi, Doreen. Sideways. Thank you so much, Doreen. What are you painting? I can't see, but I'll come, hopefully be allowed to come and see you soon. This is just not brilliant. So I just want some requests for next week and keep upbeat. Lots of love. Bye.
Hey.
Oh, bless you, bless you. Hi, Lindsay.